24nm node featuring close to 16,000 CUDA cores. Well, 4090 Ti is likely to use the full version of AD102 chip, equipped with 18,432 CUDA cores and 96 MB of cache, paired with 24 GB of up to 24 gigabit per second GDDR6X memory that Micron has announced not so long ago. It will be a nice boost over the 21 gigabit per second GDDR6X that Nvidia plans to use in RTX 4090. Alternatively, Nvidia can opt in to configure 4090 Ti with close to 17,000 CUDA cores and bring back RTX Titan graphics card using the full AD102 chip mentioned above in combination with massive 48 GB of memory. Either way, RTX 4090 Ti will be very powerful, as well as power hungry. There is no way to compare it to any existing graphics cards, as we don't know what preset was used for ray tracing and DLSS. After all, DLSS on performance preset produces a significantly higher FPS compared to quality preset. But at least it is good to know that those 4K 144Hz monitors will be useful to play older AAA games at high frame rates. If you want to know what I expect the RTX 4090 and 4090 Ti performance to be like, then here is a snippet from my previous video about it. Now let's talk about the gaming performance, starting with 4K resolution. Please treat the following data as a speculation, although it is based on the leaked performance targets coming from within the Nvidia team. RTX 4090 performance at 4K will be insane, 184 FPS average across 12 games. It is very welcome, as 4K 144Hz monitors are getting cheaper and 4K 240Hz monitors are expected to hit the shelves later this year. 4090 should get around 95 FPS average in Cyberpunk 2077 on high-quality preset. Cyberpunk is the most GPU-demanding game on the list and is the perfect example of how the future games will perform. After all, the next year's lineup does have some visually impressive games that will certainly require a lot of GPU power. But if you are looking to play competitive games at high frame rate, then it will also be possible at 4K. Rainbow Six Siege should be able to run at close to 380 FPS. Borderlands 3 represents an average AAA game. RTX 4090 should have no problems providing an ultra-smooth experience with over 120 FPS. And expect 160 to 200 FPS in older but still relevant and good-looking games. That is 180 FPS in Shadow of the Tomb Raider on the highest preset, over 160 FPS in Horizon Zero Dawn on ultimate quality, and over 200 FPS in Death Stranding, providing that the CPU and game engine can even support this kind of frame rate. I don't want to take up a lot of time talking about the possible 1440p RTX 4090 performance, because I doubt that this GPU is relevant at this resolution, but do let me know in the comments if you think otherwise and I will reconsider it next time. Anyways, I expect to see a 12-game average of 300 FPS at 1440p, with even the most demanding games such as Cyberpunk running at close to 180 FPS on high preset, which will give you room to crank the preset up to Psycho and switch on ray tracing. Speaking of ray tracing, I don't have any solid numbers to share, but it is rumored that RTX 4090 will have a much better performance than RTX 3090 in that department. So maybe 2022 will be the year when RTX On will actually become relevant. RTX 4080 in October, RTX 4070 in November, and we could see Nvidia reveal the mid-range RTX 4060 at CES 2023 in January, but that one is not confirmed yet. Unfortunately, there is no solid info on the RTX 4090 Ti release date, so stay tuned for updates.